force object, I have a surgical stainless steel insertable that is like 2 pounds or some shit, and you know, I think that'll just help me just fine. So I think I have enough of a weapon in that, so you know, I feel safe enough with that in mind. Ross, please do not bludgeon people with a plug. It's not a plug, it's an insertable! It's for other things! When I say insertable, I don't mean a plug. I mean the other kind of insertable, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Don't make me explain it to you. You don't know, shut up! Instead of for plugging, it's more for thrusting. You know? Yeah.
So what you're saying is you've got a metal wang that you could do weighted squats with.
It's not even PP shaped! It's not even PP shaped! I'm gonna show you a fucking picture of this thing and you're gonna go, okay, that's not a PP. You see this? This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. I could break somebody's skull with this thing. I could break somebody's skull open with this thing. All you gotta do is use that the big ball on the end. Yeah, and just go BOOM! And their skull would be broken. Yeah.
Classic. I can't believe Rose just took a piece of scrap from the scrapyard and called it an insertable.
No. Trust me, this... I usually don't like to make recommendations of specific items. But let me tell you, if these bitches did sponsors, it would be kind of like the Herman Miller chair of insertables. Because it's something that I will forever and a day recommend to people, Tarasta. I will forever endorse it. It's just that good. I mean, this thing is expensive, so I mean that's not wrong. That's not wrong. It is quite expensive. But it also is stainless surgical steel. So you know it's like body safe. And also is whatchamacallit, like dishwasher safe. And also, you know, very sturdy. And also just very pretty, you know? I think it's pretty anyway. But yeah, it's quite expensive, so you know, it's definitely something that, you know, you get as a treat for your damn self.
One in the cooter, one in the pooper, and you could be carried around like a shopping bag.
I don't want to do all that. What is it called? It's called the Enjoy Pure Wand. Do they make tungsten ones? I fucking doubt it! It's probably, as far as things that aren't buzzy, I would say it is the best handheld item that, there is, in my opinion. I've been listening to what are we talking about? Adult recreational devices, Wish Dog. Yeah. But also, you know, for those of you who either have, you know, interest in stimulating your P or G spot, it is really good for that. Have you tried multiple different items before for this recommendation? I would say I have had an array of items over the years, many of which just collect dust because they are mid. So yeah, no, I think that, you know, for me personally, I feel confident in my ability to recommend things. So there's some other brands that have really nice quality, or at least they did when I made purchases. I know that I just want to make sure I get the name right. Rose, you gotta clean out the mid inventory. Yeah, I'm just gonna start putting them on eBay and be like, Rose Doodle's old dusty item. Do you think it would be horrifying to see if someone would fucking buy that? If someone so much just bid on it, I think I would just leave the internet forever. Lightly used, yeah. Not gonna lie, the second Rose just said that, I imagined a side eye to the toy shelf, which is gathering dust. Yeah. Dude, you know some, like, weird-ass person would absolutely try and do that, and then I'd be like, I regret doing this. No, I do understand, and that's why I'll never do it, you know? My biggest thing that I can recommend is just do not just use things that look like pretty jelly colors. Let me find an example that I can show on stream, okay? Jelly. Let's see. How do I find one that doesn't look like a schmeat? I am desperately looking, and they are all kinds of... I wish I could show you what I just found. I wish I could show... Oh my god, what the fuck? Dude, I can't even draw it, okay? Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I found in the most safe for work way possible. I looked up a certain term for insertables with the word jelly, and I found a suction cup insertable that looks like a corn on the cob with corn balls. Like, it has balls, and even those look like corn. Dude, okay, I know country girls make do, but this is like... Why not? Because I'm trying to find an example of something that's not good. Like, that's not good for your body. That isn't gonna get me banned. You know what I mean? Okay, yeah, I think I found something as long as I crop it. And I don't include... Yeah, okay. If it's made of material that looks like this... No, I cropped it before I put it up here. If you have material that looks like this, like clear, see-through, colorful jelly, I recommend just throwing it away. If it is this kind of material where it's like squishy and see-through and all that, because it's just not good for your body. The material's just not good for you. Yes, it's porous, but also here's an experiment that somebody ran. As you can see, unstable toy materials are breaking down and it's filling up with like liquid, and then silicone products are totally fine. So yeah, take note of the watermark if you want to read more about that, because I'm not gonna be able to tell you much about it. But yeah, you see how... Do you see all this? Do you see how that's just like filling up with whatever that is? Do you want that inside of you? Because that's basically what you're doing. So yeah, like, would not recommend. You wanna get high quality, like, body safe silicone. You wanna get Pyrex glass. You wanna get stainless surgical steel, that kind of stuff. Yeah, you don't want the jelly dongs. Not the jar you expected. Did you expect one guy, one jar? Also, Addictive says, why do you know so much about sex toys? I just like learning about stuff like that in the least creepy way possible. I just enjoy learning about sex ed, sexual wellness, just like what's good for you, what's bad for you, and like the variety of ways that people enjoy themselves, I suppose. I think it's interesting. I think it's fascinating. I love reading about it. I love like looking into like new trends and stuff. I don't know. I just find it interesting and fun to learn about. So yeah. Good and bad for you as in the health of your genitals. Yeah, as far as like if something's like healthy for you, yeah. As far as like sex toys go, yeah, but like I also like learning about like what makes people like certain like fetishes and kinks and stuff, because you know I have only like a specific set of interests as far as things like that. But because I know that this is the internet and you will find people into everything you can think of under the sun, you know, online, I always like to essentially learn about what makes other people tick, because I find it interesting. Because even if I can't fully relate or anything, at least I can understand and then be like, oh, okay, you know, there's a whole other like culture behind that. Also, yeah, there's still hands even today. Come on. Don't hate on hands. Also, I mean, I enjoy games and anime, but I definitely don't go as far into like wanting to know everything about them comparatively. So yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I just like learning about stuff like that because I feel like not a lot of people go out of their way to, and I also feel like, let's see, how do I explain it? I feel like a lot of people, and this is not meant to like be a slight towards anyone, but I feel like a lot of people are either too ashamed or embarrassed, or just didn't have the opportunity to learn in their life about like how important like being comfortable with discussing sex is. And I think that if people got more comfortable discussing those topics in a non-sexually charged way, then the world would be a better place. Because I think that like a lot of people post online like, I don't know how to tell my partner I'm into this weird fetish, and then it's like I want to be tied up, and it's like, babe, that's not that bad for starters. But also, you shouldn't be uncomfortable sharing that with your partner, right? Like, if you are, maybe that means you shouldn't be doing that stuff yet. Because if you can't comfortably talk about it, you probably can't comfortably do everything you need to do to make sure it goes smoothly if you do that, you know? I mean, sex can be gross, like, in a way, I suppose. Like, there's bodily fluids and all that kind of stuff, right? So I guess, like, some people could find that gross depending on the situation. Like, maybe you have an aversion to, like, you know, cum or something, right? But generally, I mean disgusting, not disgusting. Plus, if you're having intercourse and stuff like that, you probably understand that it's very likely you will come in contact with somebody else's bodily fluids or materials, right? it's just part of the whole ordeal. Usually, not always, but yeah. All right, I'll tell my wife that you told us we need to talk about tying her up. Listen, I mean, if you guys are into that, then yeah, discuss it in a healthy and safe way. The conversation about becoming poly was a terrifying conversation 14 years ago. What the fuck are you talking about? Is that a conversation that you had to have 14 years ago? I personally am not poly myself. I did have a relationship once upon a time in the past where we experimented with like opening things up, but I ended up not liking it. So I'm pretty confident for me that I could not do poly or even an open like relationship or something. I'm just clingy. Spray! You better DM me because my bitch ass. I need you in my DMs. Yeah, thank you for 25 years, by the way. I love you. The brat is clingy. How shocking. Shut up, brat! I never said I was clingy. I just said that clingy. I don't remember what I said. I don't remember what I said. That's not fair. That's so fucked up. Fuck you. That's your fault. I'm blaming you for that. Sour Slime Cat says that their poly reasoning is that they love multiple family members, they love multiple friends. Why wouldn't they love multiple partners too? I mean, that's as long as everyone involved is enthusiastically into that, then yeah. I think that the real issue comes when one person is non-monogamous and the other one is, and then the non-monogamous one keeps trying to push non-monogamy onto the relationship, even though the other person is monogamous and stuff like that. And then eventually, sometimes that person will cave in, right? And then that's where you can get a lot of risk for unhealthy stuff, even more than usual. Bean morning? Is that your greeting? Is that your greeting? Rose and shine even? Oh my god, hi! Yeah, but the thing is, like, generally, at least in my experience, like, people I know who are poly, like, especially, like, people from the kink scene. I don't know if it's just because it's, like, kinky people or whatever, but I knew a lot of people had very, very healthy, happy, like, poly relationships. It's just not for me. I don't know. You're not dirty? Did you shower? Are you clean? Because that doesn't rhyme as well, so that's not as fun. What the hell am I supposed to call you then? Dude, Verdi's not actually a pervert, though. That's the funny part. That's the funny part. Yeah, I just like to tease them. Yeah, it's just because dirty rhymes with their name. Yeah, Tavros, I feel like it's different for everybody. There's only a couple polycules, I guess I'll call them, of people who like have had long-term successful poly relationships, but I only had a handful of friends who were like that. So, you know, maybe that, I guess that means the ratio of like people I've known who are poly who have had healthy relationships is quite high, but I don't know if my viewpoint is biased from like seeing that or not. But yeah. But for me, I am just, I don't know. One person is enough, you know what I mean? Except for my wives, I need 10,000 of those. This is, I mean, you, not that. This, you can use that in the butt, but you don't have to. I don't use it in the butt. Do you need any chatters? I mean, I need all of you. What the fuck do you mean? Always need you motherfuckers. You're my honey buns, of course I do. The hell is that kind of question is that, huh? Addictive, you might be thinking of an anal hook, which is not the same. But it does look similar, so I can understand making that mistake. Yeah, you can Google that on your own time, though. But yeah. Rose is sweet and adorable. Yeah. I'm sweet and adorable. Totally, yeah. That's me. I'm sweet and adorable. Yeah. My streamer is Seiso, me when I lie. Yeah, of course I need you. What the fuck, guys? Come on. And a huge freak. Okay, yeah. And don't forget innocent. So true. I am the most innocent, delicate flower to ever exist. Yeah, I'm a beacon of innocence and purity. It's so true. Yeah, even when being bratty, of course, always, yeah. I'm surprised I didn't burst into flames. Fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Hi, I hail represent totally fake newspaper. I heard from TikTok that Buff Pup is your mommy. Huh? You heard Buff is my mommy? Listen, I'm gonna need a lawyer if you're gonna be asking me those kind of questions. You can't just bring that on me. That's kind of fucked up. Yeah, no comment. But Buff is my wife. That I will just sit here and go, yeah, fuck yeah, absolutely. What do you see with your special eyes? Listen, every day my eyes are special, so... Do you have long eyelashes? Maybe? I don't know what makes them long or short, so I would say kinda. Probably? I don't know. I like them. If I push my glasses too close to my face, I can feel them on my glasses. Or rather, I guess I can feel the glasses with my eyelashes. I don't know. If someone buys the tungsten cube, will you do an unboxing? I guess. I guess. Sure, why not? Dude, I don't want the cube. I don't want to. I did it because you badgered me into it, okay? I deliberately made it so that it's not a group funding thing because I do not want anything to do with that, okay? I know it's heavy! So what you're saying is one person can get the cube? Yeah, exactly. And no one's going to do that, thank God. So, I'm fine. If anyone ever was thinking to do that, I would rather just have the fucking money, TBH. So don't buy it, please. It'll be the biggest waste of money in the world. You could resell it. Imagine the shipping on that! Imagine the shipping! Me, when I play with fire... Yeah, me too. I love playing with fire. I used to set boxes on fire outside of my house when I was a kid. It was great. I loved it. Yeah! And my family knew people that were like... They worked at like the police office or the fire department. I forget which because I was so young. But they would even come by and just be like, yup, that's Rose. There she goes. I was a menace. Imagine the delivery guy wheeling in a cart with a small box in the middle. God. Yeah. Yeah, it's heavy, dude. It's heavy. Yeah, I liked burning stuff. I loved it. I used to set sticks on fire and cardboard box on fire. And I would get magnifying glasses and use them to catch stuff on fire. Oh, and rubber bands. I like to melt rubber bands. And then I was like, damn, that smells horrible. And then I stopped burning them. The end. Being a pyro must be very dangerous for a grass cat. Yeah, I mean, as a cat sprout, it's kind of... fucked up, I guess. Did you burn ants through a magnifying glass? I don't think I did. I think maybe once ever. But I think it was just setting stuff around them because I didn't... I feel like I would feel bad. If I did it, I don't remember. But if I did, I wouldn't be surprised. But if I ever remember it and I did, then I'll feel bad. Because... you shouldn't do that. Also, I also used to like whittling sticks to make them pointy. Because I had a pocket knife.
Here we go again.
So sometimes I would just sit like outside and whittle sticks to make them all sharp and stuff. And I would find it very like calming and chill and soothing. And one time I was doing that. doing that, and I rested the stick on my foot, and I was stupid, and I cut my toe open, and then I bled everywhere. It was great. Did I die? Maybe. I'll never tell. But it was nasty. Oh, and then another time, I don't think I ever told you guys about this. Once I was at a relative's place, and they had a stairway that was like some stairs down, and then like a platform, and then more stairs down. But I was at a relative's house, and they had the stairs like that, and I was at the very top of the stairs, and I tripped, and the stairs were like, they had carpet, but it was like old torn carpet, and there was some like exposed wood here and there. And when I tripped, and this is gonna make you squeamish, so if you're squeamish, plug your ears. I'm giving you a second by stalling by saying this. So you've run out of time at this point, so you're gonna hear the squeamish thing now. But I fell down the stairs, and I opened my mouth to scream, and then I sliced my tongue open. And then my mouth was bleeding everywhere. I think I have a scar on my tongue for it, but I can't tell if it's just the middle of my tongue or if it's a scar. But it looks like a scar. I don't know. But it sucked, dude. It sucked. There's blood everywhere. Yeah, it was like a big point of it, like that was like stuck out of the wood of the stair. It was so gross. Yeah, so I am clumsy is the conclusion. I also fell down the stairs as a child and smashed my head on an outward-facing corner. And I think that's the moment that my timeline shifted and I was like destined to be a VTuber. Because I clearly got some kind of like fucking brain damage or something. Yeah, I know that explains a lot. Rose, do you think a visual squick warning graphic would be useful? Sorry for caps lock, it's drunk. I don't know, maybe. Oh my god, no, is that so gross? I don't want to mention it. Stop it! Ah! I can't. Don't make me think of that. No, stop. No. Ah! Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I don't want to think about it. 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 I don't want to hear about any more gory things. I am so pathetically weak to them. I don't know why I opened this can of worms. I regret it. I regret it. I regret it. Somebody save me, please. You can save me right now by clearing my brain of that, please, for the love of God. Think about this banana and chocolate pound cake I have. Okay, but traditional pound cake is probably tastier, but that does sound good. Gotta fall down the stairs with that more. Fuck you!